If you're a die-hard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. The NFL world is buzzing with whispers and speculation as a shockwave seems to have hit the league in ways no one truly expected. Rumors are circulating that one of the most dominant defensive forces of the modern era, Aaron Donald, might have just pulled off a move that has fans, analysts, and even rival executives scratching their heads in disbelief. Imagine the conversations happening behind closed doors. The front offices of teams who once dreamed of adding a generational talent like him, now left wondering if their plans will need to be completely rewritten. For months, there had been endless debates about where he would land, whether he would stay loyal to his longtime team or finally embrace a new challenge. And now the chatter suggests that the Cleveland Browns are not just in the mix. They might actually have secured him. Picture the kind of energy this creates in a locker room. The mix of excitement, ambition, and pressure all converging into a single, intense focus. Fans in Cleveland are rumored to be losing sleep, imagining what it will be like to witness him lining up across from some of the league's top quarterbacks, disrupting every snap, every play, every drive, with the kind of sheer dominance that has defined his career. If this really is happening, it could redefine the trajectory of the Browns in ways that go far beyond the headlines. Behind the scenes, sources close to the matter hint at an intricate negotiation process, one filled with surprises, strategic moves, and perhaps a few moments of drama that the public will never fully know. Negotiating a deal of this magnitude is never simple. And when you consider the magnitude of Aaron Donald's impact on the field, the stakes rise exponentially. Every team that comes close to signing a player of his caliber knows they are not just making a financial commitment, they are essentially reshaping the identity of their franchise. Rumors suggest that the Browns have pulled out all the stops, combining both financial incentives and promises of a championship contending environment to convince Donald that Cleveland is the next logical step in his storied career. Imagine the internal conversations, the strategy sessions, the debates about how to build a roster around him while still keeping an eye on salary caps, future draft picks, and long-term competitiveness. Meanwhile, social media is exploding, with fans posting theories, speculating about the numbers, and imagining the kind of chaos a player like Donald can bring to an entire league. The buzz is real, the anticipation is tangible, and the sense that something historic might be unfolding is impossible to ignore. Analysts are weighing in, some cautiously optimistic, others openly skeptical. Yet all agree that the ripple effect of such a move cannot be understated. A defensive juggernaut like Aaron Donald does not just elevate a team's performance. He changes the way opponents prepare, the way playbooks are drawn, and even the psychological landscape of every game. Rumors suggest that the Browns' coaching staff is already envisioning schemes and rotations that maximize Donald's strengths, imagining how his presence alone could force opponents to rethink entire offensive strategies. The whispers hint at internal excitement so palpable that even minor practices are rumored to be charged with an unusual intensity, with teammates imagining what it might be like to share the field with someone widely regarded as one of the best defensive players of all time. From locker room dynamics to draft strategy, everything is said to be shifting under the weight of anticipation. Meanwhile, fans across the league are reportedly divided between envy, admiration, and disbelief, sharing clips of Donald's past plays while theorizing how he could single-handedly change game outcomes. Every mention of Cleveland in news cycles now carries an edge of speculation, a feeling that the Browns are quietly positioning themselves for something monumental, while insiders hint that the full scope of the deal might never be fully revealed. Even sports media is struggling to keep pace as snippets of information, conflicting reports, and anonymous sources create a whirlwind of coverage that feels almost cinematic in nature. One rumor suggests that contract details include a mixture of guaranteed money, performance incentives, and even clauses that could impact how the team structures future moves, whether true or exaggerated. These whispers are enough to keep the narrative alive, to fuel the speculation machine, and to make fans feel like they are witnessing history unfold in real time. Picture the late-night debates on sports networks, the endless tweet threads, the YouTube live streams where analysts pour over every possible angle, and the casual fans suddenly finding themselves drawn into a drama they never expected to care about. In the midst of this, Aaron Donald himself becomes almost mythic, a central figure in a story larger than football, representing ambition, strategy, and perhaps the kind of career move that defines legacies. Rumors like these thrive on uncertainty, and the combination of secrecy, magnitude, and public curiosity is creating a perfect storm. Every whisper, every leak, every hint of confirmation adds fuel to the fire, making it impossible to turn away from the unfolding saga. As the chatter continues, insiders hint at a cultural shift within the Browns organization that goes beyond just acquiring a superstar player. The rumor mill paints a picture of a team eager to embrace a new identity, one that blends established talent with a renewed sense of purpose, energy, and competitiveness. Donald's rumored arrival is said to catalyze changes across the roster, from veterans being challenged to step up their leadership to younger players suddenly seeing a tangible path to prominence. Speculation suggests that coaches are quietly redesigning practice regimens, player rotations, and defensive alignments in anticipation of the kind of disruption that Donald could bring. Fans are reportedly imagining stadium atmospheres unlike anything in recent memory, with home games turning into electrifying showcases where every snap holds the potential for a game-changing moment beyond the tactical and strategic dimensions. There is an almost cinematic narrative unfolding, a story of ambition, legacy, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. The rumors themselves become part of the story, with each leak or hint reinforcing the perception that the Browns are quietly assembling something truly remarkable, something that could define a new era of football in Cleveland, and perhaps send shockwaves throughout the league. Finally, as the whispers persist, one thing becomes clear: the combination of talent, strategy, and audacious ambition is generating a story that transcends sports reporting, entering the realm of legend before a single play has even occurred. The NFL thrives on star power, but the speculation surrounding Aaron Donald and the Cleveland Browns appears to exceed the ordinary, reaching a level where every conversation, every comment, and every social media post contributes to the mythos. From the highest offices of team management to fans debating over forum threads, there is a shared sense that something unprecedented is underway. Whether or not the rumors materialize fully, the narrative itself captures the imagination, suggesting that a seismic shift in league dynamics could be imminent. Each day brings new reports. Each hour seems to carry fresh whispers, and the story continues to evolve like a live drama. With the world watching and waiting for the next revelation, the excitement, tension, and sheer unpredictability make this a rumor that refuses to fade, ensuring that the legend of Aaron Donald and his possible move to the Browns will be a conversation piece for months, perhaps even years, to come. As speculation deepens, the broader implications of Aaron Donald potentially joining the Browns begin to take shape, painting a picture that extends far beyond one team or one player. Imagine the ripple effects throughout the league as rival organizations suddenly reconsider strategies, draft priorities, and even coaching philosophies, knowing that a single acquisition has the power to disrupt long-term plans. Sources suggest that the Browns front office is quietly positioning itself to exploit this shift, exploring not just immediate advantages, but also the potential for a sustained period of dominance in a highly competitive league. Fans and insiders alike are said to be poring over scenarios, imagining how defenses might be restructured, how opponents might scramble to adapt, and how game outcomes could be influenced by the presence of one of the NFL's most formidable forces. The rumor itself has created an ecosystem of speculation, where analysts dissect every snippet of information, fans theorize about contract structures and motivations, and even casual observers feel compelled to weigh in. It is the kind of buzz that does not dissipate easily, because it taps into the deeper narratives of ambition, strategy, and the relentless pursuit of supremacy, transforming what might have been a routine signing into a story that commands attention across every platform. Every new development adds layers to the unfolding drama, ensuring that the world of professional football remains captivated, waiting to see if the whispers will materialize into reality. According to the chatter, the impact of Donald's rumored move is not just about immediate game day dominance, it extends into the culture of the team itself. The Browns, long striving to define a distinct identity, are said to be envisioning a transformative period, one where leadership, skill development, and competitive mindset are all influenced by the presence of a generational talent. Rumors indicate that veteran players are embracing the prospect of stepping into mentoring roles, while younger athletes are reportedly inspired to elevate their performance, recognizing the rare opportunity to learn from and play alongside someone widely regarded as a defensive titan. Speculation suggests that training sessions are being reimagined to exploit Donald's unique skill set, with practice strategies, rotational schemes, and positional responsibilities all under review. The locker room is rumored to be buzzing with a combination of anticipation and pressure, as teammates imagine the magnitude of the task ahead and the potential glory that comes with aligning their efforts with a player of his stature. Fans, meanwhile, are depicted as imagining stadium atmospheres charged with electricity, where every play feels consequential, every defensive alignment seems cinematic, and the presence of Donald transforms ordinary games into spectacles of anticipation, tension, and awe. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. Sources close to the matter hint at negotiations that were far from straightforward, suggesting a complex interplay of financial considerations, career ambitions, and strategic promises that could have influenced the final decision. The rumor mill describes a negotiation process that required careful balancing of incentives, projected team performance, and long-term career trajectory, reflecting both the magnitude of Donald's talent and the importance of aligning organizational vision with individual ambition. Analysts speculate that the Browns leveraged a combination of guaranteed contracts, performance-based incentives, and assurances regarding the team's competitive direction to convince Donald that Cleveland represents a unique opportunity. Behind the scenes, the narrative suggests intense discussions between agents, front office executives, and coaching staff, each maneuvering with the stakes raised by the potential acquisition. The whispers themselves contribute to the larger drama, offering glimpses of strategy, tension, and negotiation acumen, while leaving key details deliberately opaque. Fueling the imagination of fans and commentators alike, the rumor resonates beyond numbers, contracts, or schemes. It embodies a story of ambition, calculated risk, and the pursuit of legacy in one of the most scrutinized professional sports landscapes in the world. Every conversation, social media post, and speculative report has intensified the narrative, transforming it into a cultural phenomenon that engages fans across generations. Imagine the late-night discussions, online forums, and live-stream debates where every possible angle is dissected, from hypothetical defensive formations to psychological impacts on opposing quarterbacks. The rumors have effectively created a collective narrative where enthusiasts feel a sense of participation in a story that is still unfolding, waiting for confirmation, but potent enough to generate fervent discourse. The Cleveland Browns' identity, long associated with resilience and incremental growth, is now imagined as potentially being redefined through the lens of ambition, talent, and strategic brilliance. Analysts speculate that even rival teams are feeling an urgent pressure to respond, knowing that a player of Donald's caliber can dictate the terms of competition in ways previously unimaginable. The rumor has, in effect, created a feedback loop where anticipation fuels speculation. Speculation amplifies excitement, and excitement drives further inquiry, sustaining a sense of drama that feels almost theatrical in scope. Speculation also hints at broader implications for league dynamics, with the acquisition of a player like Donald rumored to trigger shifts in power balance, competitive strategies, and media narratives across the NFL. Teams are said to be recalibrating draft plans, free agency targets, and game day tactics in response to the perceived threat, creating an environment of calculated tension that extends well beyond Cleveland. Fans and analysts alike are reportedly envisioning matchups with a heightened sense of drama, imagining scenarios where Donald's presence could tip the scales in high-stakes encounters, elevate defensive performance to unprecedented levels, and force quarterbacks and offensive coordinators to innovate under pressure. The rumor itself has become a meat narrative, where the story is not only about a single player or a single team, but about the evolving ecosystem of professional football, the intricate dance of strategy, negotiation, and ambition, and the unpredictable consequences that arise when a transformative talent enters the equation. It is the kind of speculation that feeds imagination, discussion, and ongoing intrigue, sustaining engagement in ways few other narratives can match. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you liked the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!